Another major setback for Facebook, the social media giant already under fire for not protecting users' private information, now admitting it's been hacked again.
On Tuesday afternoon, our engineering team found an attack affecting up to 50 million accounts on Facebook.
It will be hard for us to guarantee that we're going to fully stop everything.
Hey guys, welcome to Data Voice, where we transform data into knowledge. Everything we do today is linked to the internet, from traveling, banking, shopping, or simply to stay connected with the people around us. Most of these services today are available right on your phone and are completely free of cost. But is it really free? If you do a quick search on this website, you will get a list of how many times your personal information that has been breached and publicly released online. The repository is quite exhaustive and contains records from recent breaches like Chegg, DataCamp, and Zomato. So what happens next? A recent study from VPN Overview titled In the Dark revealed that cyber criminals can access an entire company's database on the dark web, or they can sell an individual's social account or license information for just a few $100s. Clearly, every single user's personal information is worth quite a lot. But exactly how much? Today, we will find out the answer to this question. So watch till the end of this video, because not only will you know what is the cost of your every record of personal information, but also some interesting facts on what this value means for individuals like you and me. But first, let us understand why an individual person's information are of value to a company. While companies like Walmart spend nearly 80% of their revenue on labor costs, companies like Google and Facebook spend no more than 10%. This is because the entire business model of these companies is based on the data that is created by people like you and me. And while platforms like YouTube do pay creators for content they upload, most online platforms do not. Yet your personal information is used by companies to earn billions of dollars each year.
It's interesting that the greatest fortunes in history are being built almost instantly on other people's data. And yet it's very hard to say how much the data is worth, even though...
In 2019, nearly 8 billion personal records were exposed via data breaches, and companies paid hundreds of billions of dollars in fines. Today, we will use this information, the cost of a data breach, to find the cost of every record of personal information that is held by corporations or even governments. Now, before we go further, let us understand what is a data breach. It is a loss of digital information from a vulnerable system to an untrusted or unauthorized environment or individuals. Data breaches mainly happen in three ways: through some criminal activity, or any existing system glitch, or due to human error. Out of these three, criminal activity is the cause of over half of all reported data breaches. When a data breach happens, information like your photograph, name, address, date of birth, email IDs, and even financial information like credit or debit card numbers are stolen by hackers and then used for identity thefts, credit card misuse, or suspicious mails for phishing attacks, etc. After a data breach, companies take certain action to contain the breach and rectify its systems. First is detection and escalation, which mainly includes forensic investigation and communication to the internal management. Next comes notification, where the incident details are communicated to regulatory authorities, outside experts, and general public. Finally comes response, which includes setting up of help desks, running internal audit, legal and regulatory expenditure like fines, and most importantly, repairing customer impact by setting up new accounts or maybe issuing new cards. Each of these steps have significant financial overhead, which keep adding up. In fact, experts have found that the time taken by most companies just to initiate a response is nearly 279 days, and it takes nearly 5 years to bounce back from a data breach. Okay, now that we know what a data breach is, let us come to the most important part of the video: finding out the cost of every record of your personal information. Studies across 16 countries and across 17 industry sectors have shown that the average cost of a single data breach incident in 2019 was $4 million, while the average number of records compromised during a data breach was 25,575. Now if you do the math, the average cost of every single personal record comes to $150. That's $150 for your every account on every online app, website, or even an online game. So what does this mean? While companies continue to claim that they respect their users' privacy and promise to offer better control to users over what data is shared, there is still significant deficiency that allows companies to make huge profits through its users' data while denying complete accountability towards them. As said by Art Suriano, today nothing is private, and companies have gone way overboard with what they can track, how they use the information, and how they share it. The bottom line is, innovation is good, and we are absolutely okay with sharing our data with companies, governments, and banks that keep this data
out how they're monetizing our information and then get a fair share of that. Right now it's difficult to determine precisely because we don't know what they're doing with our information.
An immense game changer for many, many Americans. It's not just about the money though, it's about the control, it's about the autonomy, it's about the agency. It's our data, we should know what's happening to it, and we should be able to change our preferences and even turn it off if we wish. Right now, we have this lack of data dignity. There's a tyranny of the tech companies, and then we're just looking up and hoping for the best. We can change that. There is more value to be generated if we buy in and accept it, because right now a lot of the data that's getting sold and resold is anonymized. It's anonymous. But imagine if I said, look, if you decide to resell the data, I'll actually answer questions from that vendor. I'll actually add value, then the value that the company's getting and the value that we're getting can shoot way up. And that does correspond to our willingness to participate.
So every time you upload something in Facebook or sign up for an account in a website, even though you are not paying any money up front, remember, you are still investing hundreds of dollars in the company through your trust in their security and the privacy of your data. That's all in this video, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you think companies should pay you for your interactions online, or a thumbs down if you think they don't owe you anything since you voluntarily uploaded your information. Really excited to hear your views on this. Please subscribe and share this video. Until the next one, stay safe.